We're on the home stretch here in Season 1 of the realistic takeover rebuild with Everton. With 12 games left to play, we find ourselves sitting squarely in mid-table, 13 points away from relegation, and 11 points away from a Europa League spot. We're pretty much on schedule according to the objectives that the board set for us at the beginning of the season. We've already achieved their financial objective by reducing our player wages, and we're even close to achieving a streak of 3 clean sheets in away matches this season. Jordan Pickford's had a fantastic season, and he currently leads the league in that category alongside Ederson. So we'll be looking to dig in and add another clean sheet to our record when we travel to Old Trafford to take on Manchester United shortly. Our featured game of today's episode will be the Merseyside derby as Liverpool travel to Goodison Park, but before Liverpool's visit, we will be hosting West Ham. It's a bit of a makeshift back three for this one. Ben Godfrey, Arnaud Armadodjic, and Noah Mbamba taking up the roles there. Nathan Patterson and James Justin will play outside them. Onana and Ghana will be the pairing in midfield, whilst Dwight McNeil and Reece Nelson will support Beto up front. We are still missing 3 key players to injury, but Jared Branthwaite and Maxim de Kuyper have at least returned to training, so they should be available for selection shortly. Jack Harrison will still be out for the remainder of the season. West Ham will field a fairly strong starting 11 featuring a couple of new additions. Jacob Ramsey will start on the left alongside Paquetá and Kudus, whilst former Everton man Arnaud Danjuma starts up front. And it was West Ham that got off to the brighter start. Lucas Paquetá forcing this save from Jordan Pickford, only for Thomas Souček to open the scoring from the resulting corner. James Garner, the man marking Souček in the box, but it was a mismatch really, and Souček headed home. We probably had the better of the first half and created a number of half chances ourselves. This shot from Ben Godfrey from the edge of the box flashing just wide, but it was West Ham who looked more like scoring just before the halftime break. James Ward-Prowse cracking a free kick from about 25 to 30 yards away off the bar. Jordan Pickford probably didn't have it covered and was lucky that it wasn't 2-0 going into the break. We did kick on in the second half though and really started establishing our dominance, and we did manage to level the scoring on about the 70-minute mark. Nathan Patterson took down a long crossfield ball, whipped it into the box, and Lewis Dobbin with the diving header gets his first Premier League goal of the season. And then about 5 minutes later, after scoring 2 wondrous goals in the previous episode, Amadou Onana adds another to his name. He picks up the ball about 25 yards from goal, gives Thomas Souček the old 1-2, and then fires past Lucas Fabianski. Potentially the goalkeeper could have done more, but there was too much pace on the shot for him to keep it out. So an excellent 2-1 victory over West Ham, especially having gone 1-0 down. Lewis Dobbin get the plaudits in the media, but Amadou Onana's winner takes it for me. He threw his hat in the ring with 2 potential goals of the season in the last episode, and he's added a third there. And ahead of our next game against Manchester United, we received news that Jared Branthwaite is going to be available for selection again, and Graham Potter does have enough faith in his fitness to put him back into the starting lineup alongside James Tarkowski. Other than that, the same starting 11 from the West Ham game. Dominic Calvert-Lewin still yet to face his former club as he again finds a place on the bench. Jonathan David making the start once more up front for Manchester United, and the scoreline doesn't reflect it, but we actually gave Manchester United a run for their money today. A couple of poor moments from Jordan Pickford early gifted Manchester United first a 1-goal lead here from Amrabat, and then a second goal 5 minutes later as Jonathan David held off the challenge of Jared Branthwaite, entered the Everton box and fired past Jordan Pickford at his near post. This is one he'll be particularly disappointed with, especially after having such a good season so far. But we really did push Manchester United, and we forced Andre Onana into a couple of really good saves. This one from Dwight McNeil's header after a Reece Nelson corner, a really good reaction save from the Manchester United goalkeeper. Reece Nelson had a chance to get on the score sheet in the second half, but put this opportunity narrowly wide. Amadou Onana too had a chance to score for a second time in consecutive games, but his namesake parried the shot away at the near post. This one of the more comfortable saves that Onana made today. Lewis Dobbin has also been amongst the goals lately, and he looked dangerous when he came on, cutting inside off the left-hand side. And it was Lewis Dobbin eventually who did break the deadlock for Everton. A mazy run, showing some excellent feet as he made his way through Manchester United bodies in the area and tucked past Onana. And we really pushed hard for an equaliser. Lewis Dobbin again causing issues for the Manchester United backline, but Andre Onana again equal to the effort, parrying away at his near post to keep it a 2-1 Manchester United lead. And then another terrible decision from the referee late in the game saw him award Manchester United a penalty after a perfectly fair Jared Branthwaite challenge. Marcus Rashford made no mistake from the spot. So a disappointing result ultimately, but a really good performance. Despite being away from home, we pushed Manchester United every step of the way, and doubly unfortunate that we couldn't come away with a clean sheet. And we finally get news that Maxim Takeover is available for selection again. Jarrad Branthwaite is an important player, but this is the email I've really been waiting to receive. Takeover has been absolutely influential since joining us in the summer, and though James Justin has filled in admirably, we've really been missing the creative spark that Takeover offers on the left-hand side. So it will be James Justin out for Maxim Takeover, but the starting 11 will remain the same beyond that. Liverpool's two new high-profile signings, Sancet and Zaccagni, each start, but Rodrigo continues to ride the bench. No Trent today, of course, as he did end up joining Paris Saint-Germain, but Mo Salah and Darwin Núñez, familiar faces up front. So without further ado, let's head over to Goodison Park. It was a 1-1 draw last time we faced Liverpool at Anfield earlier in the season. So let's see if we can come away with a win in the Merseyside derby in front of the home fans. Back in front of the home fans at Goodison Park for this one. Of course, the Merseyside derby. Everton versus Liverpool. We came away with a 1-1 draw at Anfield, a surprise result away from home against the rivals. We'll try and go one better here today by coming away with all 3 points. Jarrad Branthwaite back in the side at centre-back. And it feels so good to say Maxim Takeover back in the side as well. It's unbelievable how much I've missed him over the last couple of months. James Justin, a perfectly serviceable fullback, and I think a decent enough addition to the side. Paid a little bit more for him than I would have liked at £12 million, but that's the price of doing business in the Premier League these days. But he cannot offer what Maxim Takeover offers. He simply can't. Takeover, a threat with the ball at his feet as soon as he's inside the opposition half. Good save from Jordan Pickford early on. Down and away to his right-hand side. Nathan Patterson just clears. And that's what we've really missed with Takeover being out of the side. Those whipped crosses. As soon as he gets the ball at his feet inside the opposition half, he can deliver. And a guy like James Justin just can't. Right start from Liverpool. James Garner can't put the foot in. Darwin Núñez. It's a good block from James Tarkowski. And again, Nathan Patterson's just going to have to clear, this time in the direction of Reece Nelson. And James Garner switches play to Maxim Takeover. White McNeil making the run up ahead of him. But Takeover just retains possession. We are going to be playing a significant portion of this game in our defensive game plan. That flat midfield four. How is that not our throw-in? How is that not our throw-in? It was a strategy that worked against Liverpool at Anfield. That was a big reason why we were able to come away with the 1-1 draw away from home. I'm going to try the same here again today, but Maxim Takeover, left-hand side, Beto into the box. Takeover finds him. Reece Nelson, the ball doesn't quite drop to him. And Alisson just about manages to fumble clear. That's exactly what we were just talking about, though. Maxim Takeover down that left-hand side. Such a threat. Good challenge, Nathan Patterson. Tarkowski under pressure, just hooks clear. I think we're going to have to defend well, defend robustly. We're going to have to be organised in our shape to try and deal with the Liverpool attack, and then try and break on the counter, try and get something from a set piece, try and find Beto with a cross and try and nick a goal. I don't think it's going to be a game. How is that squeezed in? How is that squeezed in? Darwin Núñez at the near post. I thought between us, Nathan Patterson and Jordan Pickford, we would have been able to deal with that. Let's take a look at it again. Nunez receiving the ball just outside the 6-yard box. It's actually Tarkowski who comes across to try and make the block. He's got the far corner covered. He was just relying on Jordan Pickford to have the near post covered, and he just didn't. Darwin Nunez with a powerful strike just outside the 6-yard box, and it ends up going in off the post. It's an awkward one for Jordan Pickford, to be fair. He should have done better with it, in my opinion. He should be saving that. But it is an awkward one. Just inside the post and careening off the post before it goes into the back of the net. That's a terrible challenge. Sanset, the new Liverpool signing in the centre of midfield, only gets a yellow for that. James Garner unhappy, and you can see why. That's two-footed. That is two-footed, studs up. How is that just a yellow card? And to see what we've been given red cards for in recent games, I need to look at that again. That's an outrageous challenge. To think what we've been given red cards for in recent games, to say this is just a yellow, I think is outrageous. Let's look at this again. He's nowhere near the ball. James Garner, he's off the ground, two-footed. How, if that's not a red card, what on earth is a red card? That could easily break James Garner's leg. Oh, I'm absolutely outraged by that. Absolutely outrageous. Liverpool should be down to 10 men. Without doubt. That's one of the worst tackles I've seen on FC24. That's a horror tackle. And the referee has absolutely bottled it. Absolutely bottled it. And it's not even at Anfield. It's not even as if he'd have the Anfield crowd on his back if he sent him off there. Liverpool are away from home. I genuinely can't believe that. I really want to go and win this game now. Maxim Dekaipo. Onana can't find him. We do get the call. It's going to be an Everton free kick. As we see, we have Bournemouth coming up next. It'll be the first game that we take on in the next episode. Back to the regularly scheduled programming of 3 games per episode. 1 featured game. Lofted into the box from Tarkowski. James Garner finds Reece Nelson. Nathan Patterson with a run. Let's get somebody in the box, can we please? Cleared by, I believe, Konate. Maxim Dekaipo will recycle, though, via Arno Armadodjic. And that's another horrible challenge! McAllister doesn't even get a booking! What is this? Sanset stays on the field. This isn't even a booking! And Jurgen Klopp is complaining on the touchline. I need to look at that one as well. What is this? Two-footed challenge from behind. Merely a foul. McAllister this time on Dekaipo. He's in the air. He is airborne. Look at this. He's airborne. It looks like Cantona flying into the crowd. And this isn't a booking. Referee. Referee. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. I literally cannot believe what I'm seeing here. Again, it looks like we're going to be playing against 12 men. At least we've got 11 this time rather than 10. I genuinely cannot believe what I'm seeing. Good block, Armadodjic. Dwight McNeil wins the header. Oh, I thought they'd given Liverpool a free kick there. It's actually going to be offside. Mo Salah drifting beyond the line. I thought that was going to be a Liverpool free kick. Liverpool pressing high. We work it out well, though, with Armadodjic, who steps up. Finds James Garner. Nice run from Reece Nelson, and James Garner finds him. Reece Nelson tries to chip it towards the back post, where either it could have snuck in just inside the far post, or Dwight McNeil could have got on the end of it, but you got it all wrong, Reece Nelson. Beto again, not quite eager enough to get into the box. Bit of pinball there. James Garner comes away with it. Advantage played for Everton. Reece Nelson twisting and turning. Finds James Garner. Is Nathan Patterson onside? And he's not. Well worked on the right-hand side. Garner just couldn't quite get out of his feet quickly enough to release Nathan Patterson. But we are working our way back into this game. Creating not a couple of opportunities really, but getting a little bit of pressure on Liverpool. Beto into the box. Garner finds him. Beto down on his chest. Alisson at his feet, and I think it's going to be another offside. It was a lovely little ball up to Beto. And again, it's another not exactly half chance because we don't even manage to get a shot away on goal, but it's an opportunity to create an opportunity almost. Which, I mean, if you're relying on opportunities to create opportunities, the game's probably not going your way, which it clearly isn't, but promising signs nonetheless. We've definitely had the edge in the last 10-15 minutes or so. Nathan Patterson tries to hook clear, but it just ends up bouncing off a Liverpool player into the box. Good block. James Tarkowski. James Garner wins the header and is absolutely clobbered. Onana tries to set McNeil on his way. Oh, that's a poor pass from McNeil. De Kuyper just about gets there. Oh, and it's a good challenge. That one's perfectly fair. Do well to delay the Liverpool counter, though. James Garner, can he release? No, he can't. Just struggling to clear now. Nathan Patterson stands up to Kanyi. Does really well. Reece Nelson. Bit too much on the pass for Nathan Patterson to get onto. And Liverpool starting to establish a bit more control in this game once more. Kanyi. Poor pass. Nathan Patterson comes away with it. There's James Garner. Just about managing to hold on to the ball as he's pulled back. He's all over him, ref. He's all over him. Good save, Pickford, and tapped in. I'm not sure how there isn't a foul in there. James Garner's being yanked back as he tries to break away. Liverpool end up grabbing a goal from the ensuing play. I mean, it's poor from Tarkowski. Armadodjic does his best. Pickford makes the save. Branthwaite can't get the block in. I'm absolutely mortified by the officiating in this game. Liverpool could conceivably be down to 9 men. And they've been absolutely gifted a goal when there was a clear foul on James Garner in the build-up. And somehow we're 2-0 down with 10 minutes to go in the first half. And that's surely going to kill any momentum that we were beginning to build there. We'd had a decent spell of about 10 minutes or so. Reece Nelson doing fantastically well. Finds Beto. Doesn't quite. Konate reads it well. Comes across to deal with it. Makes the interception. We can pin them back here though, Liverpool. They're in a dangerous area. Good hustle by Reece Nelson. Can't get there though. Nathan Patterson also can't win the ball back. Kanyi for Liverpool. And I think we're going to step up into our standard game plan going out into the second half. Tarkowski's got to get rid this time, and he doesn't. Branthwaite thankfully clears. Tarkowski just lingering on the ball too long. Jordan Pickford not shouting loud enough for Tarkowski to get out of his way that time. And let's step up into our standard game plan for these last 5 minutes or so. That's how we're going to come out in the second half. Darwin Nunez, somebody put a foot in, good save, Jordan Pickford. And away we go. Let's try and get one solid opportunity on goal before this half is out. Bit too much on it from Maxim De Kuyper. Decent enough run from Dwight McNeil. De Kuyper couldn't find him. And it looks like it's going to be 2-0 Liverpool at the break. Good challenge, Nathan Patterson. I'm absolutely outraged by the way this first half has gone. I feel like we should feel so hard done by. Good block, Tarkowski. Get there. Good challenge, Nathan Patterson. Let's go, Reece Nelson. Let's go. He's onside. Nelson is onside. James Garner finds him. Can he get into the Liverpool box, Reece Nelson? Yes, he can. Gets a shot away. Good save, Alisson at the near post. Support took too long to arrive. Beto was on his way. Dwight McNeil was on his way. Nelson had to go himself. That's a good save at the near post by Alisson. Let's go with Dwight McNeil. I want an in-swinger here. I want to crowd the keeper. And I want to try and drop this right on the edge of the 6-yard box. A bit closer to the penalty spot than I would have liked. Maxim de Kuyper. Oh, and that's a terrible, terrible pass. I wanted originally to play it into Reece Nelson and he just drifted offside, so I adjusted the direction of the pass at the last minute to try and just lay it off to Dwight McNeil instead, but got it all wrong. Darwin Nunez into Sunset. Good challenge, Arma Dodzic. We could potentially have one last opportunity here in this first half still. Garner. We'll just hold it up and we'll take the free kick. One last opportunity to put it into the box. Let's try and get Maxim de Kuyper on this if we can. Just try and get that as far into the box as we can. It's put into a good area. And Alisson just catches it uncontested. James Garner underneath it, but nobody challenging the Liverpool goalkeeper as he collects. So 2 goals from Darwin Nunez gives Liverpool a 2-goal lead. But I think the story of that first half has to be the officiating. Liverpool genuinely could have been down to 9 men in that first half. And one of those goals, I believe, should have been chalked off. So I think it's absolutely a game that the referee has changed. So back out for the second half here at Goodison Park. It's going to be a tough ask to get anything out of this game at this stage. We will give it our all, obviously. It is the Merseyside derby. We won't just wither away and accept defeat by any means. We won't press into our attacking game plan just yet, because if we do so and we give Liverpool a 3rd goal early in this second half, then that is going to be the game. But if we can hold on and nick a goal somehow in the first 15 minutes or so, then I think potentially we think about stepping up into our attacking game plan and really pressing for an equaliser. Of course, that's a free kick. Just played short. It's Joel Matip in a position to cross, though. Makes a complete hash of it. And James Garner will come away with the ball. Gives it straight back to Liverpool, though, in search of Reece Nelson. It's a poor one from James Garner. Good save, Jordan Pickford. Hooked away to prevent the corner. There's Beto. Bit of space on this left-hand side for de Kuyper. Beto's found him well. There's nothing on for de Kuyper, though. Absolutely nothing on. Big switch of play finds Nathan Patterson. Lofted up towards Reece Nelson, but headed away by the Liverpool defender. Twisting and turning on the left-hand side, the Liverpool player. Cut out by James Garner, though. Can't quite bring it under control. Onana's been fairly anonymous so far today. James Garner making far more of an impact in the centre of midfield. Bit more in amongst it, James Garner, than Amadou Onana today. Potentially will make a change shortly and bring Onana off for Doucouré. Bit more creativity and a bit more drive going forward. Well worked by Liverpool. Darwin Nunez blocked. And Jared Branthwaite just about manages to clear. Maxim de Kuyper again prevents a corner. Garner can't make the challenge. Again, well worked. And again, it's a good save by Jordan Pickford. Liverpool do get their corner. They could have had more there. It's a relatively comfortable save for Pickford from the shot from the edge of the box. And I think we are going to bring Doucouré on here before the corner is taken. So just the one change for the moment. Amadou Onana coming off. Abdoulaye Doucouré coming on. But we do have the likes of Justin Deal and Lewis Dobbin both on the bench, both attacking options, ready to come on and try and make a difference here in this game. Good challenge, James Garner again. Sets Maxim de Kuyper away. Maxim de Kuyper gets there and is absolutely clobbered. I think the Liverpool defender got the ball first, to be fair, but it was again a more than robust challenge. Certainly more fair than the two we saw in the first half. Oh, Maxim de Kuyper's beaten. Liverpool into the box. Good challenge, Tarkowski. Still danger, though. Nunez flicks it up. Tarkowski clears. Half an hour left to go in the game. And I think we're going to have to step up into our attacking game plan. I'd rather lose 3-0 and go for it than just give up and accept a 2-0 defeat. Oh, Salah hits the post. It's going to be a goal kick. Just taken short. Ahmedhodzic just about finds Nathan Patterson. Not the best run from Reiss Nelson up ahead of him, though. Switch to Branthwaite and to Kuyper. Branthwaite once more. Tarkowski. Ahmedhodzic. James Garner. There's Doucouré. Liverpool just defending deep now, sitting in their shape really well. Referee gives a free kick this time. I would rather he played advantage, to be honest. Nathan Patterson, bit of space on this right-hand side. Plays in the box to aim for as well. One of whom is Maxim de Kuyper, but it's hooked away. Doucouré wins the header. Doesn't fall to Dwight McNeil. I think we might make another switch in just a moment. I think I'm going to put Dwight McNeil in that left wing-back, left midfield role and switch to Kuyper to the right-hand side. Good save, Jordan Pickford. And I think I'll probably bring Lewis Dobbin or Justin Deal on as well. Well, won by Reiss Nelson. Can Abdoulaye Doucouré send him away? Potentially. Is he going to get there, Reiss Nelson? Not quite. Konate, just enough pace to deal with that. Reiss Nelson collects, though. Dwight McNeil. Still going, Dwight McNeil. No. What's wrong with that? Zaccagni to come off for Liverpool. Rodrigo to come on. So our day's just got a little bit more difficult. Graham Potter to make a couple of changes here as well, though. Going all in here, then. We are bringing Nathan Patterson off alongside James Garner. Two attackers to come on, Lewis Dobbin and Justin Deal. So it'll be a slight change in shape as Dwight McNeil steps up from left wing back to left midfield. Maxim de Kuyper switches over to the right-hand side. And Justin Deal steps forward from that central midfield role that James Garner was in up to a more attacking role, more in that number 10 role behind Beto, Dobbin and Nelson. So plenty of attackers on the field for Everton as we try and find a goal here. Maxim de Kuyper in towards Dobbin, falls to Dwight McNeil and he nods it down, but it's Mo Salah waiting rather than Abdoulaye Doucouré. I thought I saw the flash of a blue shirt there, so I just nodded it down with Dwight McNeil. And it was Mo Salah waiting. Well won by Branthwaite, knocked down by Lewis Dobbin. There's Reiss Nelson. We're a bit unbalanced though in terms of our shape now, so no options on that right-hand side. Dwight McNeil just about collecting the ball from Jarrad Branthwaite. There's Abdoulaye Doucouré. Big switch of play on if he can find Maxim de Kuyper, which it looks like he can't. Just goes out of play. Final change, I believe, for Liverpool. Darwin Nunez coming off for Diogo Jota. He scored both goals for Liverpool today. He's been clinical when he has found the ball at his feet inside the box, Darwin Nunez. Credit to him. But again, I don't believe that second goal should have even He shouldn't have even had the opportunity to put it in the back of the net. Good challenge, Jared Branthwaite. That's what a fair and robust challenge looks like. Justin Deal on the edge of the box. Strikes. Blocked by Virgil van Dijk. Again, we're pressing, though. We're trying to find this goal that would get us back into this game. A 2-goal lead is not unassailable. A 2-goal lead often is a fairly uncomfortable one. One in the box by Liverpool. Justin Deal competes, can't win it. Reece Nelson can't steal it away from Sunset either. Liverpool come away with it on their left-hand side. Well worked. Well worked to keep possession there, Liverpool. Well in, Dwight McNeil. There's Justin Deal. Make a run, please, Lewis Dobbin. Ah, that's poor. It's really poor. Really poor. Chance to break. Just couldn't get ourselves organised. Liverpool could be in for a third here with Diogo Jota. Maxim de Kuyper. Good block in the end by Armadodjic. Justin Deal again can come away with it. He's not the paciest Justin Deal. I mean, he's not slow, but he doesn't have blistering pace by any means. He's got enough to get away from Liverpool here, though. And we could have players in the box arriving for the header. But McNeil nods it down, this time to Beto. Finds Justin Deal for a second cross. Blocked this time. There's Dwight McNeil. Abdoulaye Doucouré. I think we might have a free kick here, and we do. I don't want to take it quickly. Reece Nelson is not going to be taking this. It's going to be Dwight McNeil. And I think I am actually just going to chip it into the box. I don't want to put a lot on this. Oh, that's perfect. Lewis Dobbin. Can't win the header. It's perfectly placed by Dwight McNeil. There's Justin Deal. Into the Liverpool box. Can he get a cross in? No, he can't. Still has the ball, though. Lost it in towards Reece Nelson. It was a good cross. And we're just going to go all out. Ultra attacking here for the last 10 minutes or so. Stoppage time included. Again, I'd rather lose 3-0. Arnel Armadodjic, what are you doing? Unfamiliar territory for Armadodjic. Reece Nelson. What a save, Alisson. How has he made a stop there? Oh, my days. A fairly routine save. I mean, a good, decent enough reaction save, but not an unbelievable one the first time. And then off the rebound, how has Alisson kept that out? Oh, it's just not our day. It's just not our day. Again, Dwight McNeil is going to take. This time he's going to shoot. And this surely is our last chance to get anything from this game. It looks to be a decent effort by Dwight McNeil. Oh, I thought that was in for a minute. I didn't hear the net ripple, but I wasn't sure Alisson was going to get there. Not only did he get there, but he held on to it as well. Incredible save from Alisson. Dwight McNeil could be in here, though. Great ball into Beto. Gets there before Alisson, but Alisson again comes out and makes a fantastic save. Smothers the ball at Beto's feet. And we've really pushed here in the second half to get back into this game. It's been a truly admirable performance for the 90 minutes in total, but especially here in the second half. Diogo Jota could put it to bed here, though. Good save, Jordan Pickford. We have one last opportunity to grab a goal. Not that it's going to make much of a difference at this point. Maxim de Kuyper still trying to make it happen, though. Quite near offside. It's been a really admirable performance. We've really given this a good go. Even though the odds have been against us, not only in terms of the disparity in quality between Liverpool's team and ours, but in terms of the officiating decisions completely going against us today as well. Solid Jordan Pickford. Lewis Dobbin beats, I believe, Rodrigo. Beats him a second time. Reece Nelson. Lewis Dobbin once more. Virgil van Dijk for company. Does manage to get the ball into the box, but Alisson collects. And it's going to be a 2-0 Liverpool victory as the referee's whistle does blow. But I don't think we can be too disappointed about the performance by any means. Disappointed by the result, absolutely. But disappointed by the performance, definitely not. I'd be interested to see the match facts at the end of the game here, because Liverpool certainly had their chances. There's no denying that. They had plenty of chances to win the game, but we had plenty to take something from it as well. I don't think if we would have ended up drawing this game, Liverpool could have felt too hard done by. And I mean, the stats obviously do favour them. They had slightly more possession. They created twice as many chances, and they had more passes than us. But I do feel like they've had a helping hand today, Liverpool. So a really disappointing way to lose, but we did end up taking a point from Liverpool this season, which, to be fair, is probably more than we could have hoped for. We did end up taking 3 points from the episode as well, which is not a bad result at all, considering the difficulty of opposition that we faced. Slightly easier opposition in the next episode as we take on Bournemouth away from home. A tougher fixture against Newcastle United at St James's, but then we have newly promoted Ipswich Town at Goodison Park to face as well. Do finish the episode in 11th position, so we are just trying to string together as many results as possible at the end of the season here and trying to finish as high in the table as we possibly can. Just 9 more games to go in what has so far been a pretty successful first season under Graham Potter here at Everton. We'll take on 3 more in the next episode. I hope to see you there. Take it easy.